Yeah, I don't have much of a statement. I'm pretty disappointed in the game today. We definitely did some things better. We made some improvements from last weekend to this weekend, but we didn't play well enough to win the ball game. So there's a lot of things I'm pretty frustrated with at this time. So I'll go ahead and take questions.
Hey, Coach, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So looking at the box score and trying to find numbers that explain this game, there's two that jump out to me. Their second chance points, 11-0, and then their bench points. How much do you think those two things played a role tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think they played an important role. You know, we had a decent amount of O boards, but no second chance points to show for it. I think we had 6 in the second half, O boards, that is. But yeah, I mean, they played pretty consistently like they always do. So the players that start the game and the players that come in off the bench really do a great job at fulfilling their roles, and they just did what they do. I mean, they shot 55% from the floor. So that's going to be hard to beat anybody like that.
And then it just seemed like obviously this was a really tight game for 3 quarters. Start of the fourth quarter, they just kind of seemed to, be that veteran ball club that said, all right, we're going to take control of this thing. Those first few minutes, what did you think was the difference of those in the fourth quarter?
Well, it was several empty possessions offensively and several scores for them. Deep threes and regular threes and second chance points. And we just had a few empty possessions that were coupled with their 3-point scoring.
Yeah. And for you, I know 2 games in a row that you're really disappointed with, the overall performance of the team. I mean, what do you guys have to do to try to bounce back and get back to where you were the previous weekend against Stanford and Cal?
Well, we were just talking in the locker room about being more consistent, and that's it. We shot the ball better than we have. We took care of the ball very effectively. We had more balanced scoring than we've had, but it was all, too inconsistent. So we played great for 3 minutes, and then we really struggled for 3 minutes. And then, the up and down, and, several people played well, but several didn't play well. And we just need to try to have everybody just doing what they're capable of doing on a daily basis so that we can have that sort of consistent contribution offensively and defensively.
Also, different from this game, but second straight weekend, you guys are having your Sunday game canceled. How disappointing is that, or do you just kind of not worry about that right now?
Yeah, I mean, we learned about it earlier, so, it just sort of is what it is. I mean, everyone across the country is having games canceled, and so it's disappointing to have a game canceled when you've worked all week to prepare, for that opponent, at least as coaches, you've, prepared for that. And then obviously when you don't perform the way you want to perform on Friday night, you really want that game Sunday to, to get another chance to play again. So that sort of doubles the disappointment.
Now, one last thing for me, we saw Jalen out there today. Can you give any kind of update on her?
Yeah, she had a season-ending surgery last week and is recovering very well. She's been playing in a significant amount of pain. She couldn't even drive her car without very painful, circumstances. And so she's already in a significantly less pain than she's been in for about the last 2 years. And so she's already, on the road to recovery, but she won't play the rest of the year.
And then, so can I ask a follow-up to that? I mean,
yeah.
What will you guys miss without her? I mean, obviously, you have Frida and Sela there, but what do you miss by not having Jalen on the court?
Yeah, a lot. Jalen gives us someone that can, break any press and break down a defense. And she's really developed and grown her IQ, from last year to this year. So she has a very good understanding of what we're looking for in everything that we run, just based on the amount of time she spends, with us studying film and talking offense and defense and things like that. So miss kind of a floor general. But with that being said, Sela was incredible tonight. She stepped up. Sela is a great point guard. She just hasn't had the extended minutes like she did tonight. I think she played almost 37 minutes, but she was fantastic tonight. She got us into good offense. She, scored more. She was facilitating. She was definitely defending. I think she's probably our best defender on the perimeter, and she was great tonight. So we lose a lot in Jalen. The hardest thing is that about losing Jalen is not just Jalen. It's that it sort of disrupts everyone else's flow. You know, everyone has to sort of step into different roles in her absence. And that's difficult, you know, for a ball club. But I have no doubt that we have all the pieces we need to be successful throughout the remainder of the season. We just, again, need to be more consistent.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, of course.
And Adam?
Coach, Oregon State had 21 points off three-pointers in that first half, just 9 in the second half. Was it just a matter of them hitting tough shots, or was it something you guys weren't doing defensively?
Yeah, I think it was both. I mean, some of the threes that they hit were very deep, but, you know, on the scouting report, it said they shoot deep threes, and these two kids will shoot off the bounce, and that's what they did. And so there wasn't anything surprising about what they did. They didn't run anything different. You know, we just didn't guard it the way we needed to. You know, you think, oh, well, they're, you know, 5 feet off the 3-point line. No, they're not going to shoot from out there, but they do shoot from out there, and we knew that. And we didn't contest the way we needed to.
And the advantage on the glass, was that something you guys knew was gonna be a challenge coming in?
Yeah, I mean, they are a great rebounding team. There aren't a ton of teams that out-rebound us significantly. This team has out-rebounded us the last several times we've played them. You know, they're bigger than us at most every position on the floor. You know, and we were even on the offensive glass, and you know, at times I think our fatigue kept us off the offensive glass. You know, we want to crash 3 through 5, and at times we weren't really doing that as much as we needed to.
And finally, beginning of the first half felt like both teams were kind of trading baskets, getting into a good rhythm, and then that second half came, and it felt like you guys were turning it over a little bit. Oregon State was turning it over, and just the shots weren't being made. Can you kind of describe what impact that had on the rhythm in terms of the first and second half?
Yeah, I think both teams, I think it was 12-11 as far as scoring in the third quarter. So neither team really went on a run, but neither team was really thriving either. So at least it was a close, you know, sort of back and forth, back and forth. It was those first few minutes of the fourth quarter I thought that really hurt us.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, you guys.